You have inalienable rights. Among these are enjoying and defending life, liberty, acquiring, possessing, and protecting property, and pursuing and obtaining safety, happiness, and privacy. That is your Constitution. He took an oath to support and defend your right, your ability to, I want you to hear this, to possess and protect your own property, your right to defend your life and your liberty, your right to pursue and obtain your own safety. He's not responsible for your safety. You're responsible for your safety. He's not responsible for your life. You're responsible for your life. He didn't build your government. He didn't build your property. You built that property. It is your possession. It is your right, and it is inalienable. Woo! Now, there are a bunch of things in here, but there's one more section that I want to read to you. Article 3, Section 3. The powers of state government are legislative, executive, and judicial. Persons charged with the exercise of one power may not exercise either of the others except as permitted by this Constitution. Article 4, Section 1. The legislative power of the state is vested in the California legislature. Article 5, Section 1. The supreme executive power of the state is vested in the governor. The governor shall see that the law is faithfully executed. The legislature is delegated the authority to make laws by the Constitution, not the governor. The governor, by the Constitution, is prohibited from making laws because it violates an essential principle of liberty called separation of powers. James Madison, 4th President of the United States. History calls him the father of the Constitution. Says that when the legislative and the executive powers rest in one person, liberty cannot survive. I want you to know that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and endowed by Gavin Newsom.
Hell no!
Endowed by your county commissioner.
Hell no!
Endowed by your Supreme Court.
No!
Endowed by your Creator with certain inalienable rights. Now listen. It says, among these rights, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And when you study with me the Constitution, you understand that pursuit of happiness is a direct relationship to that Section 1, Article 1, Section 1 in your Constitution, the ownership and control of your property. But then it goes on. This is probably one of the most important things. And that to secure your rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just power from the consent of the government. Do you understand? The only reason that building exists, the only reason Gavin Newsom is justified in getting a paycheck is to secure your rights. So let's just review rather quickly. Number 1, the California Constitution says your rights are inalienable. You are born free and independent. Those rights, life, liberty, property, and the defense of those things belong to you, not to them. That the legislature makes the laws, not the governor. And he took an oath that said he will support and defend those things right there. Do you know what that means? He is violating the supreme law of California, and I will tell you right now, he is violating at least 7 sections of your state constitution. He made you a promise. He swore you a promise that he would defend your rights through that constitution. And he is not defending them, he is denying them. He is failing. And he needs to go. We need to be the people that our founders wanted us to be. We have this spirit in us. We have this spirit in us. This spirit that said 244 years ago, no more kings.
No more kings.
And now you have a governor that looks more like a monarch than a servant of the people. And we need to repeat again in California in 2020, no more kings.
No more kings. No more kings. No more kings. No more kings. No more kings.
They call us radical. They call us extreme. Do you know what is radical and extreme? One man exercising power over 40 million people. That is radical and that is extreme. Do you know what is radical and extreme? 240 years of history and saying, I am going to be a governor that rules over the people. That is radical. Don't let them name call you. Don't let them shut you down. Don't let them make you scared. If we stand together, we cannot be defeated. Thomas Paine said it's not in numbers that we gather our strength, but in unity. And we must together say, we will not comply. We will not comply anymore. I want you to understand, you don't have to comply. I hate this term, civil disobedience. I hate it. Number one, you're not being disobedient. He is. You are engaging in peaceful non-compliance to enforce the supreme law of California that he is breaking. We are the defenders of our rights. He is the violator of those, and he is the domestic threat to the lives and liberties of you and your children to come. So here's the question. What kind of America do you want to live in?
Free!
What kind of America do your children want to live in?
Free!
We have to work. We have to work to give them something better than what we had. It is our job. We are here. We've been doing what we've been doing for 10 years because we have a 14-year-old that deserves something better. We need teachers. We need daycare workers that tell the governor, you can shove that mask where it don't shine. I'm not putting it on that kid. We need people that love liberty more than a paycheck. We need parents who will say, fine, you want to stick me? I get to stick you, but I go first. And then that's the only sticking that's going to happen. We have to stand up now. Because if we don't stand now, this is where it falls. This is it. This is it, America. This is it. Tread lightly. Because we will fight. So here we go. Two things, and then I'm done. What you want for your children will be determined by what you do today. It is your business, not his. It is your home, not his. It is your life, not his. Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. That's fine. But Caesar did not give me my life. Caesar does not own my family. Caesar did not build my business. Caesar is not in charge, nor did he give me my health. I will not render my home, my family, my business, or my health to Caesar, because those did not come from Caesar. They came from God, and I will live my life to glorify him. And it's just simple. It may not be easy, but it is simple. All you have to do is believe in your heart and say with your mouth, we will not comply. 244 years ago, our founder said no more kings. Can you imagine where we would be today if Samuel Adams said, well, let's just comply a little bit longer? Where would we be today if Benjamin Franklin said, well, you know, they're going to send me a $2,000 check, so it'll be okay? Where would we be today if George Washington said, well, you know, I really need that paycheck to feed my family, so I'll go and be a scary sight to try to scare people off so they don't defend their own liberty? No, do you know what you call that? Maybe they don't know what you call that. In constitutional law, we call that the chilling effect. The only reason they're out there is to put fear in your heart and make you go home. Are there troops, are there foreign troops marching down the streets? Are there airplanes dropping bombs on us? Then why this martial array? The only reason that martial array is in your Capitol's lawn is to scare you. Because if they were there to protect you, they'd be standing out here with you. So we need to have the courage that they currently lack. We need to have the fortitude that doesn't exist in that house. And we need to say, 244 years ago we declared no more kings, and we will not undo 244 years of settled history for a radical, deceptive, destructive, and deceiving ideology to make us all into docile subjects. We must say, we will not comply.
We will not comply. We will not comply.
God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chrisanne. You're amazing. Thank you, JC. Another round of applause for Chrisanne Hall and Pastor JC all the way from Florida. Okay, we are just about to wrap. We're in the home stretch here. I need everybody to come in close. I know you've scattered about, but I want to make sure you're able to hear our final group that's coming in. So everybody get around the stage.
And we would like everyone to know we found a children's diabetic testing kit, and it is over here to the right of the stage. If it's yours, please, it's here.
It's so hot.
Okay, so everybody come in close. We want to make sure this is going to be a great way to wrap up the day. Here we go, Cordy.
All right, how's it going, guys? Let's go here. Isn't this awesome? All these amazing Americans. So what I want to tell you and what I want you to do, with all the heat, the sweat is dripping, you've had a million hot dogs that you probably didn't need, right? Maybe a lot of water, okay? This next speaker is going to blow your mind because he is amazing. He is a patriot, and no better guy to introduce on a Patriot weekend than this man. But before we do that, what I want to do is, I want everybody to take off your hats for a second, because I think it's only fitting that we have a moment of silence for people like Lieutenant Michael Murphy, Operation Red Wing, the Vietnam War, World War I, World War II, the two Gulf Wars, the Battle of Belleau Wood, Okinawa. I could go on and on and on. But what I want to do is just take a minute of silence for every military engagement we've had, every veteran that has died, and everybody that has served this country, because this weekend is about unity. So let's start that 1 minute right now, and if somebody's got a clock, if you could time it, that would be wonderful.
Praise the Lord.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. Big round of applause, please. Praise God. Praise God. And I know it's been a long day, guys. I'm glad you've hung in there. But this next speaker, when we talk about a Patriot Weekend, we've got to talk about this man. Because this is a retired lieutenant colonel, okay? He really needs no introduction because he carried the nuclear football and he slept next to Bill Clinton for 2 years. Imagine that, right? And he was in the White House, and I didn't know the guy carrying the codes in the football had to be right there by the president. But he was there for 2 years. He served in 5 different combat zones. He's a New York Times bestseller, 3 amazing books, and I'd like to introduce my friend, the future Congressman of District 7, Buzz Patterson.
God bless you guys. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I'm Buzz Patterson. I'm running for Congress in Sacramento County, California. Ami Bera, you know Ami Bera? Exactly. Vote for me. So yeah, 20 years in the Air Force, flew all around the globe. 69 countries and 6 continents, flew in combat in Bosnia, Grenada, First Persian Gulf War. And I want to send a message right now to Gavin. A couple of weeks ago, he said he was going to have the state locked down for another 3 months, and here we are. He didn't do this, you did this. This is what America's all about. This is what California is all about. We did not bend. We did what he asked for quite a while, right? I was sheltered in place as well as you guys were. But now we've got a beautiful day in Sacramento, the capital of California, and we're telling him how this is going to work going forward. So, a little bit about me. Yeah, I was in the White House for 2 years. I had a bedroom in the White House and an office in the White House. I worked for President Bill Clinton. I carried what's called a nuclear football, a large black satchel that accompanies the president no matter where he goes, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week around the world. That was me. In the 1990s for a few years. So I got to know Bill and Hillary intimately. Not that intimately, but intimately. Having had a... Monica Lewinsky was there when I was there. Yeah, I knew Monica. Not as well as Bill knew Monica, but I knew Monica. Yeah. So my point to, the beautiful thing about today is I'm a Republican. I'm running for Congress in California, right next door here. But this is not a Republican thing. This is not a Democratic thing. This is not an independent thing. This is not a Green Party thing. This is an American thing. So thank you guys for being here. God bless you all. This is what we're all about. And what the people in that building right there don't get, right? We're gonna go to our beaches, we're gonna go to our churches, we're gonna go to our
Open your business.
wherever the hell we want to go. We elected President Trump, and my wife's gonna get mad at me. She's over here somewhere, but we elected President Trump in 2016, and I tell you guys that I'm an outsider in the political world with insider knowledge, and we elected President Trump to break shit up.
Yeah.
And President Trump is breaking shit up. So, and I want to represent Sacramento and break shit up too. Sheep no more, awesome sign, sheep no more, stop tyranny. Absolutely, don't be a snitch. Oh my God, where's Cuomo right now? That's Cuomo. Don't be snitching on your neighbors. If you're not wearing a mask on the street or going to the grocery store, don't be snitching. Just be an American. Just be free, right? Can we agree with that? Wait over here. Vaccinate Gavin first. I'm of the mind right now that the most unessential worker right now is Gavin Newsom. Who's with me? Nancy Pelosi's a close second. You got it. Every worker, and Ami vote. Yeah. So Nancy Pelosi, Ami Bera, my opponent, who's a Democrat, who doesn't do a damn thing, votes with Nancy Pelosi 100% of the time. Not 95%, not 98%, not 99, 100% of the time. Do you want? So he's her lapdog, right? So whatever she tells him to do is what he does. And we don't need someone like that. We need a military guy who's been in combat, who knows how things work. And I'm your boy. I'll do that. And happily so. And looking forward to meeting all you guys at some point in time. But small business owners. How many people here have small businesses right now that are in trouble? Okay, $1,200 every 3 months going to do it for you? No, it's not. And you know, Newsom, he got the hair, he kind of bounces when he talks, and the whole thing drives me nuts. But yeah, we don't need any more of that. We need real leadership, and you guys need to get your businesses back open again. Yeah, every single thing. Oh, businesses are open. We need to have churches open. I mean, if you can go to Walmart or Costco, but you can't go to your church, there's something wrong. Why is that? There's a reason why that is, because you're worshiping, and they know you're gathering and you're talking, and they don't want that. They want you guys 6 feet apart in the freaking Costco line, right? And we're done with that. I don't see. It's a beautiful thing today. No masks. Sunshine, beautiful day, Sacramento, capital of California. It's great to be here, Cordy, the Megaphone Marine. So I was here on May 1st when Gavin got butthurt and took the riot police out, and they started pushing us all on the street. And then this young man stepped up and took the megaphone. I was standing right over there, as a matter of fact, and watched him and go, this guy's my brother. I love this man. What he believes and what he thinks and what he knows is, he's a Marine. I'm an Air Force guy. We kind of look down on the Marines. It's not personal. We're just better. But hey, we're all in this together, right? Where one goes, we all go, right? So God bless you guys. There's several people here I've talked today that follow me on Twitter. Please follow me on Twitter, Facebook, you name it. I'll be around. And if you're in Sacramento 7, California 7, Fair Oaks and Folsom and Elk Grove, Carmichael, you guys are out here. Represent. Come vote for me. We'll talk to you soon. God bless you guys. God bless America. We're talking to you, and we're only going to get louder and bigger. So stay on it. God bless you guys. Talk to you soon. Thank you.
We have a couple of quick songs before the final acts, and this is our friend Chris Rogers, who's come to us from Nevada. Welcome him, standing here in freedom with everyone. And as it's setting up, I want to say, as we move forward, we know the local fight, but we also have to free our elders from their nursing homes, from the retirement centers. There's no reason we can't be in there with the people we love, advocating for them, comforting them at their time of need. Everyone needs to go, and if you think their family, you know someone who's in a nursing home, you think their family's watching out, they may not. They may be scared. So if you know them, you reach out, and you try to get in there, and you turn this around, because it's on us. And also, they're starting to make the mask requirements and social distancing for the daycare, preschool, and schools. And we need to fight that tooth and nail. Never. Mothers and fathers, we will never let that happen.
Never!
How you guys all doing? Oh, come on. How you guys doing? All right, my name's Chris Rogers. I'm over in Reno, Nevada. And we got the same shit going on as you guys do here. Our governor's pretty close-minded also. So, I've been trying to think all day on what the hell to play for you guys. And this one always goes over well in Reno just because it says its name, but it's about a California place, so I figured out fitting. I hear that train come rolling around the bend. I can see the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in COVID prison and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling down to San Antonio. When I was just baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't never bring the guns. I shot a man in Rio, but to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and I cry. Yeah, I cry. Well, I bet there's a cozy in a fancy dining car. They're probably doing cocaine or drinking PBR. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they free from this prison, that railroad train is mine. Up there, I'm good. That's where I want to stay. And I tell that asshole Newsom, one more quickly. You guys are the first people I've played live for since like March, so it's pretty rad. It's kind of hard to, anyway, this one I was just, I'm going to do this one just because I like it. From anyone who's alive in the 80s, I like it, I guess. I hope.
Can I get that one?
Well, talking away, but I don't know what. Let's say I'll say it anyway. It's another day and if I do shine away, but I'm gonna let it away. Take on me.
Take on me.
Take me on. I'll be gone. So needless to say, monsters but I'll be stumbling away. So learn that life is okay to say after me. It's always better than to say I'm sorry. Take on me. Take me on. Can't you say that it's a lie for just pay my worries away? For all the things I've got to remember, shine away. But I've been coming for you anyway. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone today. All right, everybody, that's our time. You guys are awesome. And I'd like to big thank you over here to Tara. She called me last night about 6 o'clock and asked if I could come play a couple songs for you guys. So here I am, and when a neighbor's in trouble, you're here to help. So we're all in this crap together. Stay strong.
Thank you very much. All right, we're going to hand it over to Courtney to introduce our final act.
You want to see the stage?
All right, guys. So we're about to finish this thing up. I know everybody's hot. I know you're sticky. I know you're sweaty. So I'll make it really quick as far as the intro. What I did want to do first is kind of acknowledge what it took to get, I don't know, 30,000 people, 50,000 people here today. There were a lot of groups that contributed to what happened today. And I just wanted everybody to really just recognize them, because what an awesome event, you know? What an awesome event. Like, praise God, right? And so I just want to acknowledge our organization, 1776 Forever Free. Like, awesome, awesome. We're about freedom and choice. The Freedom Angels, amazing, amazing group. Right, absolutely. Live Free, Vivian Rain, Lee Dundas. Okay, there's a guy named Dr. Billy DeMoss, Chris Lippy. And so there's so many people that it took to put on today. And I just want you to remember, we're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep mobilizing. We've got other dates planned. All right, so stay tuned for that, 1776foreverfree.com. But this next man, when we talk about heroes, this guy, I'm telling you, I love Texas boys. Love Texas boys. And, you know, I'm a guy, I grew up listening to George Strait. And I got to meet him in 2007, and he and I were right next to each other having a cold one. And he was my hero. The guy's a country music legend. And what I know about Texas boys, not only do they know how to play the guitar, but they've got huge hearts. They're amazing human beings. And so the next legend of country music, Coffey Anderson.
Thank you, Cody. I appreciate it. I did grow up in Texas, Bangs, Texas, like your grandmama's hair. Bangs. Got 1,100 people counting sheep. But I live in SoCal right now. And we're raising our babies there. And I'm happy to be here. I'm proud to be in California. So I'm going to do all I can to make sure that we open California. Amen? Country road, take me home. Everybody, to the place I belong. California, mountain mama, take me home. Country road. I think we can sing a little bit louder than that. Everybody say, country road, take me home to the place. You say. Take me home, country road, take me home, come on, to the place I belong, California, mountain mama, take me home, country road. Bye, Miss American Pie. Threw my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Good old boys drinking whiskey and Man, y'all sound good. Can we country it up a little bit more? Blame it all on my roots. Come on. Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in blues. Ruined your black tie there. Last one to know. Last one to show.
I was the last one you thought you'd see there.
I saw the surprise, the fear in his eyes. I took his glass of champagne. Raise him up. I toasted cheers, said honey, we may be through. You'll never hear me. Everybody say, come on. I got friends in the place where the and the big chases on the way. And I what?
And I'll be okay.
We gonna be alright. I'm not big on social grace. Think I'll skip on. You turn.
To the oasis.
I got friends in love. I'm honored to be here. I'm an Air Force baby. Which means I was a maid on a base, but let's keep it PG-13. Come on, everybody, y'all know what it is. I'm honored to be here, and we're not only rooted in patriotism, because part of patriotism is our belief and our faith and our hope. So we're gonna take a minute and sing together. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, come on. Was blind, but now I see. Come on, California, lift your voice and sing that together, Venus and family. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. When we've been there 2,000, bright shining as the sun, shining as the sun. We know there's days, to sing God's praise. Then when we first begun, then when we first begun. Absolutely. It takes a lot of courage to get out the house and come out here when everybody in mainstream media is telling you certain things to do. Thank y'all for doing that. I'm proud of you. I'm proud to be here. Proud to be a part of it. I'm glad that this is my home state now, and it's good to see like-minded people in a safe, peaceful way of saying we're not going to stand for it anymore. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. I've been lucky enough to work with organizations as amazing as these. We also have one called Military Warrior Support Foundation, where we raise money to buy homes for combat veterans and Gold Star moms and Gold Star families as well. We were giving a home away, and I had a mom come to me, and she put her nails in me, and she said, I need you to write a song about my baby. She took a picture out, showed me her son, and it was a couple of days before Memorial Day. I did this 3 years ago, and some of you guys have seen it. It went viral. This song is called Memorial Day, and this is a dedication to those that gave the ultimate sacrifice so we can do this today. You got a patriotic bone in your body. Feel free to take out your phone and let people know.
Wow, look at the police.
Yeah, they're trying to tell them to stop. I think they're trying to tell them to stop right now because he's singing.
Oh.
I'm a little bit taller than the rest of these boys.
Are you from here?
Yeah, I live in Elk Grove, yeah.
Yeah. I live in San Diego.
Where?
Southern California.
Oh, I'm all the way here?
Yeah, I have friends in here.
Oh.
Just like my old man. July 29th came and he was gone. Shiny town car parked on that old gravel lot, and 2 uniforms on the front door they knocked. His mama started crying. She said, "You were lying, where's my son?" So I'll take off my hat and raise up my drink to the ones that gave it all for the U.S. of A. Say a prayer for the families, Lord give them strength. There's a folded flag in a frame. And I just want to say thanks on Memorial Day. Good men, good women gave all they had. They were brothers and sisters, mothers and dads. And your sacrifice will not be in vain. So come on and help me sing. Oh, I'll take off my hat and raise up my drink to the ones that gave it all for the U.S. of A. Say a prayer for the families, Lord give them strength. There's a folded flag in a frame. And I just want to say thanks on Memorial Day. Thank you, Lord, oh, for the ones that died for me. Come on. They were soldiers, airmen, sailors, Coast Guard, Marines. So I'll take off my hat, raise up my drink to the ones that gave it all for the U.S. of A. Say a prayer for the families, Lord give them strength. There's a folded flag in a frame. And I just want to say thanks. Great songs that don't have a name on Memorial Day. On Memorial Day. When I sing this chorus last time, raise your hands up for me. Oh, I'll take off my hat, raise a hand for thanks to the ones that gave it all for the U.S. of A. Say a prayer for those families, Lord give us strength. There's a folded flag in a frame. And I just want to say thanks. The great songs that don't have a name on Memorial Day. We've been blessed for those that gave the sacrifice to be here. Standing up, opening your businesses, you can do it. You can do it. We're going to start having live shows just like this on truck beds. As long as we got a gooseneck flatbed trailer and a good generator, I can sing all day. We can do it. Whatever you can do, you do. We got, it's okay, it's okay. He's exercising his right. It's all right. It's all right. This is in peace, ain't it? This is in peace. This is in peace. Courtney, will you do me a favor? Will you come up and share for a minute? Just for a second, will y'all welcome my really good friend, you grabbed the microphone and started speaking truth. Will you welcome him just for 2 minutes to say hello to y'all? Will y'all say hello to Brother Corey? Come on.
Well, I'm really humbled and honored, guys. You know, a few weeks ago, this video went viral, and you know, I had no clue the impact it would have on people. And so I just want to thank you guys. I want to thank this country, because this movement that everybody here has contributed to, countless chiropractors flying from all over the country, driving thousands of miles. I mean, that's what liberty is, and that's what America is. Because what I want you guys to get is, you know, the scripture always says, and I'm not getting religious, I'm just, for a second, I just want you to tap into the fact that we don't need a church to have Jesus and God. We don't need 4 walls. We don't need 4 walls. And what I want you to understand is you don't need to have someone's permission to have liberty. Because liberty is in the hands of the people.
Yeah.
Liberty is in the hands of the people. So you control what happens to this country and what doesn't happen to this country. And what I want you to understand right now is this isn't over. We've got a long ways to go with this, all right? Because I want everybody here to say right now that you're not willing to take breadcrumbs. You're not willing to take breadcrumbs, because there's no breadcrumbs for freedom. It's all or nothing, baby. It's all or nothing. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to this amazing human being, because he's got another song that I know is going to touch your heart, and it's really going to open up and unite us, because that's what we need right now. We need unity and mobilization.
Thank you, Cody. Come on, put your hands together for him. That's awesome. Traveling all over and playing these shows. I wrote a song called Mr. Red, White, and Blue. And I want to encourage you today. Sergeant Craig Clark was a buddy of mine. He was 23 years old. He came back from fighting. He was the only one in his unit to come back alive. He had horrible, horrible survivor's remorse, guilt. And when the national anthem played, there was a different look in his eye. And I started, you know, we were joking around backstage, and I clapped my hands and jumped. Suffered some terrible PTSD, and we had a group of guys get around him and walk him through that for 3 years. But he's truly the definition of Mr. Red, White, and Blue. He came back half blind, half deaf. And I'm telling you right now, he's married, he has 2 beautiful children, he graduated from Texas A&M. Since then. But he was truly Mr. Red, White, and Blue, and after meeting him, I wrote this, and it went viral on that flatbed white pickup, that Ford F-350. You can get Mr. Red, White, and Blue on Memorial Day on CD. I want to meet you guys when this is over. I'm going to be right there. I want to hug your neck. I want to tell you hi. I want to sign your baby's forehead, shake your baby with your body. Thank y'all for getting that real country, folks. Thank y'all so much. Explain that joke to your city friend. I tell them we put gravy on cereal in the country. Y'all know what it is. So this song is called Mr. Red, White, and Blue. Thank you for your patriotism. Here we go.
We don't have it right now, but you guys can play something right now. You want to teach your lemonade? Teacher's office.
Thank you so much to our servicemen and women. Thank you so much to our servicemen and women. Thank you so much to our first responders. Come on. Come on. It's the good, so it's the glory. 100 stripes and 100 stories. It's the pledge of allegiance on the 4th of July. It's some handwritten letters from home. It's some sleepless nights alone. It's his newborn baby he loved with the wine. Mr. Red, White, and Blue. Hey down here, Mr. Red, White, and Blue. For these stars are shine from the fields of Indiana to the swamps of Louisiana to the Golden Coast here in California. Uncle Sam's the only family he's got. His Purple Hearts beat won't stop. His 18th birthday was the day he was born. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down here. For these stars are straight. Stand on the front line. Radio to the pride. He was a man of the house when he was born. His family is proud but they're torn. And if you knew him, you would understand. Now we were raised on how to be brave, just to see our flag steal away. But then he came home with only one hand. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down his life. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars are straight. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, stand on these white lines. Radio to the pride. Left to right, left. 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 Everybody's represented here today as a family. They may try to separate us because of color. 3 colors matter. Red, white, and blue. My name is Paul. God bless y'all. Thank you so much. I'd like to meet y'all right over there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All the organizations, God bless y'all. Hold on one second. You got a minute? You got a minute? Let's welcome the officer that was fired in Seattle. Over here. Come on, baby. Please welcome to the stage. First time doing anything like this. And give it a little bit. Mr. Gorgeous. Because Gordy flew me down here and wanted me to speak to everybody about freedom and liberty. But I have a message. And my message is not for you guys standing out here in front of me. It's for my brothers and sisters standing behind me. I want to talk to you guys because I am one of you guys. I know what it's like to put the uniform on, day in and day out. I know what it's like to miss your children's birthdays. I know what it's like to be on patrol Christmas morning. I know what it's like to go through a door with an armed methamphetamine dealer. And I know what it's like to pull over a stolen vehicle while your partner is threatening to release the dog, and we don't have a dog. And I think that it's mostly important to recognize that I understand what it's like to put on that uniform every day and get sideways looks, be unappreciated, and just an overall feeling of like I am not supported by my own community. I know that when you guys take that uniform off, your fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, you coach Little League on the weekend. Some of you are small business owners like I am on the side. And I think it's important to make that distinction because there is no difference between the men standing over here and the men and women standing over here. I want everybody to understand that we should feel like we are in this together. There is no line between us and law enforcement. And the media and the men wearing suits in that building have been pitting us against each other for 10 years. And I know as an officer, it was hard every day to gain the trust of my community. And so I'm going to ask one of you officers out there right now, just one of you guys, show this crowd of Americans that there is no division between us, that we are in this together. Hold on, we're not quite done. I want you guys to understand that every police officer that I know is a citizen first and an officer second.
Yeah!
And I'm wondering if just one of you officers, just one, is willing to meet me over here at that gate and embrace me and give me a hug and let all these people know that we are going to crush the gap and we are not going to widen it.
Woo! Yeah!
Hey, I think we all understand this goes one of two ways. We either bridge the gap and we figure out a way to move forward together, or the gap gets wider. And God forbid, we know what happens if that continues to happen. So I'm going to implore one of you officers, because I know you guys are my brothers. I sit around the lunchroom table and I talk about all of these things with you guys. And the overwhelming majority of you stand with the people. And they deserve to see that. And I'm going to give one of you guys the opportunity to walk over here and show these people that we are in this together.
Let's move down here. Let's move down up here. Go. Oh my God. Let's move. Come. Come on. Yeah.
Well, I think she's doing a good job.
Love you, officers. We know you worked hard to get that. We fight for you too. I don't doubt you worked hard to get that.
Free hugs. Free hugs.
Free hug. Free hug.
Free hugs.
It's fun.
Patriots?
No, they're not doing anything. They're standing their ground.
Come on here.
Thank you.
My dad was an officer who worked in the jail. Come on. Come on, Patriots, let me know that love right now. Put your hands together and raise your voice right now. Right now. Nobody else on the megaphone. Gentlemen, remove your hats. We're going to pray over our first responders right now.
What a day.
As a family.
This is an
Lord, we thank you. We thank you for everybody in the blue. That Lord knows if anything happened to us, if there was a car wreck, if our baby was choking, if anything, these men and women would rush to help us in our time of need. Father, we pray right now that you would cover them with protection of Psalms 91. We thank you, Lord, that they have courage and that they've taken this oath to protect and to serve. Continue to bless them with wisdom, knowledge, discernment, and protection. And we honor and we thank you for that. We thank you for them. In Jesus' name, everybody said. Everybody, so thank you. Make your way back over to the stream, please.
Thank you.
Everybody make your way back to the stage, please.
Give him a chance.
Make your way back orderly fashion. Thank you so much. much to 1776 Forever Free. Thank you so much to Freedom Angels. Denise, where are you? Denise, Heidi, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Okay, here's Heidi. Y'all put your hands together for Heidi. Maybe she do good. Denise, where are you? Denise is in the back. Okay, there she is. Wait, espérate.
Alright, what you got?
If you pass Spanish 3, you know exactly. Come on. Hey, man. They got me cut off. I wish we can do it over there. I'll meet you at the flatbed. Do it, hey. Hi. Are those your pretty babies? Oh, one of you pretty babies. Hi, Niecy. Oh, let me drop this. Put your hands together. Come on, somebody. Welcome.
Hi guys, my name is Denise. Thank you so much for being here today. This is how we're going to change California, by getting together, talking with each other, exchanging each other's phone numbers, and starting to open up small businesses. We don't need Gavin Newsom's permission to gather, and today we showed him that we the people are taking back California. So our next announcement for a gathering will be 4th of July. So, be ready to go and barbecue and hang out with your friends, and we will have more information. You can find us at freedomangelsfoundation.org.
Please forget to tell him thank you, but thank you to Anthony and his amazing team on sound. This guy for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years now has just been like, whatever I have to do to make it good, and he upped his game.